Now clap it up, down and dirty on the field. Make a mess and then I make them clean it up. Clean it up. On the field is not a drill. $50 million deal. Shall we get the cap for real? I make it throw the score for real. Real baller, first string. Gotta do it for the team. Ball so hard I call fatigue. Running yards is out the lead.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. As we're off in Week 9. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Point after try forthcoming. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Wims. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing again, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them roam the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. Set for the 2nd quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught here by Conley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That catch good for only a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. Being chased out left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Room here to run. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows in a move for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Murray's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football.
Touchdown!
Racey McMath
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. Now the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on second down.
Murray, a check down here to Jones.
First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 46.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just now been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Titans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Tennessee. Back to throw now on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Play fake. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now Murray off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Caught here by Conley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Back to throw it. Murray eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On play action, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big connection on that one. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but